All right, so going into the first week of the Rell Draft League, as we like to call it, I was able to throw together these three teams. I think I'm only end up using two of them this week. So I'm just going to go in and take a quick look at the two that I plan to use for this week. So for this team, we have a Trick Room team that is really featuring Dust Noir and Amoonguss. So our Dust Noir is going to be our Trick Room setter, and I have some Pain Split to keep it alive a little bit longer in some cases, and then Amoonguss is going to hopefully go crazy and spread around a bunch of spore, and it also has Pollen Puff to heal up teammates. What I saw that works, really well in practice was that I can use Amoonguss to heal up Blastoise if it ends up taking any damage. Although it is really tanky with Assault Vest, I can heal it up with Amoonguss and put that Water Spout back at maximum power. So that ends up working out in my favor most times. We also have Magneton, which he was an inexpensive pick, but he will do more damage than you might think. With Thunder, Reflect, Volt Switch, and a Terra Blast. Then we have the Shift Tree. Now this one is I'm not super sure about this. It's kind of a weird set. So we're running it with Iron Ball, so it can move pretty fast in Trick Room. We have Fake Out Pressure and Fling, and hopefully the idea is that we can Fling on the last turn of Trick Room, and get rid of it. So then we can outspeed some mons inside of Trick Room, and then also outside of it as well. We have Rock Slide to hopefully get some flinches, and then Leaf Blade for some damage. Then last we have Ninetales Alola here to really just take control of the weather. When it's favorable for the opponent, we can usually just take it away and then set up an Aurora with it. So that's what I have in mind for that. And also can dish out some extreme damage with Blizzard and also Moonblast. That's it for this team. And then also my bread and butter for hopefully this draft league is going to be my hard side team, side terrain. So we're able to snag Armor and Indeedee. So what that means. We're gonna start side spamming here. So the idea is we don't lead with Indeedee though. We're going to lead with Armor and Barraskewda, and I played a similar team to this one, and which is why I wanted to draft Armor and Indeedee in the first place. So where this team has a weakness, or where side spam has a weakness, is really redirection, is what I found. Because what I eventually want to do is proc our Armor's weakness policy myself. So I'm going to do that with Barraskewda, and its Propeller ability makes it so it's immune to redirection. So I'm always going to be able to get that off. I'm going to flip turn into my own Armor, proc the weakness policy, switch out, and then send Indeedee in to get the Psychic Terrain up and hopefully do some huge damage with Expanding Force. Then in the back, we have Amoonguss. He's always a threat. If they don't want to respect me with during taunt and stuff like that, then Amoonguss is going to come out and hopefully wreak some havoc. Then we also have Blastoise, who usually comes in after Armorage, if Armorage dies on the first turn. Blastoise can usually clean up, really nicely with Shell Smash and Terra Stellar, Water Spouts, Ice Beam, stuff like that. And then we also have Ninetales Alola once again just to take control of the weather. This week we're looking at some pretty tricky matchups with people who are pretty good with Pokemon, I think. So we'll see how it goes. All right.
Bye-bye. Alright, I sent you accept.
Let's run it. Let's freaking run it, yo. Haven't seen this team in a minute, but we'll see what happens.
Alright.
Alright. Let's see.
Alright.
Scrafty making an appearance. Speed Boost Blaziken with Greninja. So good, doesn't look like that. Alright.
I was low-key unsure of which Pokemon to have.
Is that so?
Break. Alright. I expected this.
Let's see what Rain wants to do. Prison.
Dragonite is my most versatile mon.
Let's go for this.
This was a really bad roll. And a burn!
Does the burn matter though? Let me know, chat.
Yeah, it does matter. It does.
We'll see.
I know. Bro.
Dang.
Fuck. Alright.
Snarl.
Alluring
That
voice.
doesn't
Fuck
go.
yeah.
Burn does
No,
matter.
bro, that
Burn
burn kills.
does end up mattering. So we got a double Scrafty. That is really interesting. So I wonder if the real Scrafty is the one that snarled. I wonder. I really do. I wonder. Because I'm pretty sure Scrafty doesn't let
Bro,
me
that
live.
freaking burn soul.
So we're gonna go with this.
Nady, could you like shut up? And second thing, would it have really mattered if I like
Interesting.
no anyways? Barracuda and Blastoise. Alright. The Blastoise was what? Water Rock? Frick. Wait, I'm goaded. They'll smash. Frick.
Okay.
Frick.
White herb doesn't get the knocked off. That's clutch.
It's kind of over. Yeah. I'm ready.
Okay, close combat comes out, takes out Scrafty, and water spout is
Yeah,
gonna
like
go for the
that
next
burn really freaking sold, bro.
one. Burn was clutch.
Thank you.
Okay, right,
Yeah.
game 1. Interesting results. Alright, let's go into game 2. Let's do this. 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 And this. Let's try that.
Mantel's a low though. Good for you, Nady. Good for you. Could you shut the
Oh my god, Donna, please.
Nady, I did not ask for your input, man.
Let's go for this. Oh, oh my god, we just played ourselves. It's always awesome. What a turn. That was definitely one of the turns of all time. Yeah, so watching this back, this is definitely one of the worst plays that I've ever made in competitive Pokemon ever. Like the Terra Dark to make me susceptible to Spore in the first place into a Hatterene so that same Spore would bounce back and put me to sleep. I mean, yeah, I dodged the Expanding Force, which is why I Terra to Dark, but at what cost? Like, that definitely wasn't the play there. But after this, I tried my best to lock in and, you know, turn things around. So let's see what happened. Bro. Let's do that. Okay, we get the special attack drop. Not that it matters. He is. Okay, and we pick up the double KO, which is really nice.
Oh, indeed, did something? Oh my gosh.
And we should be able to close this
I
out.
haven't seen Indeedee in actual years. And I see that you aren't following the script.
Yo, it's going pretty well after a very, very big blunder on my behalf. Huge blunder. Yep. All right. GG TSQ. First week 1 match for me. That's pretty good.
Like, bro, I keep on like making stupid plays.
Yeah. Well, it was like also like that lead was like really new to me. I had to, bring something else out because your Hatterene set was also like really good at, denying Armarouge what it wants to do. And also Ice Spinner. Yeah, no, Ice Spinner, it was a really big problem for me as well. I was really confused as to why at the end I didn't see Psychic Terrain up. I didn't really pay attention to when that came out, and I was getting prioritied.
Since like
all the priority moves
guys.
that aren't usually a problem for me in Psychic Terrain were coming out, and I was like, wait, why am I so behind? Yeah, so as you can probably see, my last fight for week 1, actually the file got corrupted somehow, and it's super wonky, so I'm not going to show it. But the gist is, I lost 2-0. I made some questionable plays, and he got a really good lead on me in the second match, and I ended up losing 2-0. But, Clinton's pretty good, or so I've heard. And here's how all the other matches played out. 1-1 for the first week is not too bad. Other than that, we'll be back next week with week 2 of the Rell Draft League. Yeah. Until then, take it easy.